Hey guys, Speedy Mercer here, and I decided that I remember in my last video I said that I wasn't gonna probably do any reviews for Supernatural because of my discontent for it right now, but I figured I might as well do a small review roundup or whatever you call it, based upon the episodes that have passed since my last review. I think my last review was probably either episode 1 or episode 2. Both I really didn't say as much as how I felt about them. But you know what? I'm gonna just start from episode 2. Basically, episode 2, how I felt about it. Episode 2 was pretty interesting, from what I remember. It showed more of Demon Dean, which I wanted. Showed a little more Hanstiel, which I wanted. And it showed a little more of Cole, which I wanted. It showed Cole's past, it showed Dean being ruthless, which I kind of expected, and it showed a lot of, showed a weird moment with Crowley and Dean. Like, Crowley apparently was in love or something, or at least really good best friends with Dean or something. I'm not too sure how that went. But basically, yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I liked it. Not the best one, not the best of the Supernatural series, but I did like it. I liked the fight between Dean and Cole, because that's probably the most actual fighting I've seen in this series, besides Castiel's fights. I liked the Hannah and Cass moments. I liked how, she's like how the mom was like, that's a great guy you have, and Hannah's like, oh no, we're not like that, and she's like, too bad. Like, I literally, I was smiling wide with that one, because I really liked where that one was going. Now, this is before I actually saw the rest of the episode, so I'm just speaking from how I felt at that time. But, then, I was really annoyed when Dean said, it's just a car. It's just a car. When he said that about the Impala, I was like, oh no. No, you are not Dean. You're not Dean. Go. Go away. Please go. And yeah, that was my basic thoughts for episode 2. I was also interested in seeing what would happen with Cole after he got his ass kicked severely and he decided to learn more about demons. And yeah, his dad died because of Dean, which I find, you know what I find funny? Cole says Cole is apparently younger than Dean, but yet Cole is older than Dean. Like, they couldn't have picked a much younger actor to do this. It would have made more sense. Alright, next episode was season 3. What am I saying? I'm at episode 3. Episode 3. For that episode, I'm gonna say that I sorta liked it, but I also didn't like it. I liked the fact that, it had a lot of drama in it. It had a lot of thriller moments where it was at the edge of your seat. I liked that. What I didn't like, though, was how angsty and just pretentious Demon Dean was, which I know that's how he's supposed to be, but this one was annoying as shit. Like, first he says some shit about how Sam made someone make a deal with a demon just so he could find out where Dean is, which on Sam's part was pretty bad, but really not that bad compared to everything else that they've done. And then Dean goes to say, maybe, well, if it wasn't for you, our mom would still be alive. And that moment right there was what really pissed me off about Demon Dean. Like, you don't talk about family like that. That moment really just made me hate Demon Dean, and I hope he doesn't come back. Because after that pissed me off. That pissed me off a lot. After that moment, that really pissed me off, and I hope he doesn't return. But another sad thing about this episode was the Cass and Hannah moment where Cass, which I understand why he did it, Because, gotta save your friend first. Because he had to save Dean. He had to worry about Sam not being killed by Dean, who was now a demon. And that was more important than whatever Hannah was feeling for Cass. And he knew this. It was kind of sad, but he had to do it. Was necessary. It was for his friend. And then Crowley comes in, gives Cass some new grace. Thanks, Crowley, for doing what Cass couldn't do. And then what really disappointed me about this episode was the ending. Like, 3 episodes of Demon Dean. That's all we get. That's all we got. Like, that whole thing lasted 3 episodes. And in the promos, it said the year of the demon. Assuming it was going to be longer, but it was only 3 episodes, like I thought it would be. And I was really sad that this was 3 episodes. I expected more. Then at the very ending, we get this new ginger-haired woman who has people pitched onto the ceiling, and she was pretty hot. She was pretty hot for a woman who looked in her late 40s. Not saying women in their late 40s don't look good, but she had a sort of ambiance about her that gave her sort of more regal look. I don't know. I'm just attracted to those kind of things. I'm attracted to women who are confident, who have this sort of bravado about them that just says superiority. Because nothing's more better than a confident woman. So then we get to the next episode, which I barely could care about. It was about that wolf girl from season 8. I didn't pay attention to it. It was so boring. We did get a little bit of that whole brotherly bonding that Sam and Dean do. And I thought it was like, why bring that up? Like in a car. They just brought it up out of nowhere. Like Dean was like, they were just driving. They were like, So Dean, I heard you got so Sam, I heard you got someone killed. Want to talk about that? Like, where did that even come from? Like, what the hell? Dean just brought that up. Like, I felt that was something that didn't need to be talked about, but I guess you gotta fill the void somehow. This episode was just boring to me. That episode was boring. Paper Moon, so dull. So annoying, so stupid. I could barely care for it. I already did a review on the 200th episode, so I'm gonna just skip that one, since you already know my review for that one. Well, oh yeah, the next episode with the whole royal family is based on that Clue game. I have never seen such a pretentious group of characters all in one room than I have with that episode. Like, I have seen pretentious characters in Supernatural, but this family was so pretentious, so freaking annoying, that they make the angels look like Hallmark families. Like, this family was just through the roof pretentiousness. Just unbelievably unreal and just so annoying. And those cougars going after Sam, oh jeez. And Sam having to play the role again, that was cringeworthy. Complete and total cringe. But there was one highlight to this episode, and that was the ending, where Dean literally emptied the clip on that bitch. Emptied the clip. And that was a sign of Demon Dean maybe coming back, which I wasn't too happy about, but I was hoping maybe in a different way. I don't know. This episode was slightly okay. Not that good, but eh. And then we get to, the big episode. Girls, Girls, Girls. Now, I remember I did a review of the promo for this, but now I'm just going to do a review of the episode. Basically, this episode was about Dean wanting to get laid. Literally, this episode just starts with Dean wanting to get laid. He goes there to get laid. The woman comes, Nah, think, oh, he's probably gonna have sex, it's probably gonna be good. Nope. She is working for demons. Well, that was a good thing to hear. Just when you think you're finally away from all the demon hunting, suddenly, boom, you get to fuck a girl who works for a demon. As a prostitute, no less. Like, yeah, that's what Supernatural needs. More dead women. But then we get more of, I forgot what her name was. I'm just gonna call her Rwanda. Rwanda? Roland? I don't know her name. I barely paid attention. I'm gonna just call her Roa. Seems like a cool name. I'm just gonna call her Roa. And I think Roa will probably be the character that's gonna keep me watching this show. Like, she's not only beautiful in a very mature sort of way, but she's also just got this, it's her accent. She has just a beautiful accent. It's a beautiful Scottish accent. And I don't know. You can see me just muttering and shit. I could talk about her for days. But, yeah. She's probably going to be the character that's going to keep me watching season 10. Just to see more of her. I pray that she is not killed off so early. But then this episode also introduced the concept of witches being the next big enemy, which I already complained and said that you don't go from like angels and demons to from Lucifer himself to witches. Like, it really literally went from Monster of the Week to demons to Lucifer, then to Leviathans, then to angels, then to witches. It's like we're going up and then we fall back down. And that's what this episode really told me. I just hope the main theme isn't just about witches. Because if so, it really isn't much going on then. Compared to, say, season 5. Then, and of course, the saddest moment for me is when Hanstiel pretty much ended. And Hannah decided that she would go back to heaven. Give her vessel her life back. But of course that wasn't without the kiss, the naked scene, which were pretty good moments, a lasting memory of Hannah before she left. And then Castiel begins to question whether or not he should give his vessel back to his family. And I think that's pretty selfless, and I think it's necessary because Cass is pretty much done. His story is pretty much all used up, and at this point they're just shoehorning him into the series. But then we go to the very end where we find out the shocking revelation where Roa is actually Crowley's mother. I'm not gonna say I'm super surprised, because I remember Crowley did say that his mom was a witch. And when I see this witch come out of nowhere, it was kind of obvious. Just put the pieces together with that. But those are all the episodes that I saw, all the episodes I've kept up with. And my opinion on these episodes is that I really feel like season 10, it's not doing it for me. It's not keeping me invested like it should. It feels like I'm not even watching the series anymore. I'm just watching characters. Like, I'm not even caring about the story, I'm caring about the characters. I feel like the story is so dull that it's the characters that keep me invested. And it's sad that such a show has to fall so short. I enjoyed seasons 1 through 7, but it was 8 through 10 that really started to fall for me. And I just feel like it's just not there anymore. You know? The spark that I felt, it's not there. It's gone. I mean, I still watch the episodes when I'm bored, but the spark's not there anymore for me. Supernatural just doesn't feel the same. And it sucks that it used to be a good favorite show of mine, but now it's just starting to lose its luster. But that was my review for the episodes that I did not review. I'm sorry that I had to put them all in one video and make them so short, but I've been so strapped for time and doing all sorts of other stuff that I really could not have the time to, review each and every episode. So, I'm sorry, and this is the best I can give you. So, thanks for your time.